Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rashi Goel, and in this video we will discuss about some compound interest questions that generally asked in your school's exam or as well as in competitive exams. So let's start with today's video. So what's the condition in these questions? So when the interest is compounded annually, your interest is annual, but the rates are different for different years. So in this case, how can you calculate? If you have to calculate the amount, you can use this formula: principal in bracket 1 plus rate 1 for the first year, for the second year, for the third year. How many years are given to you? You can apply the value, put the value here in this formula in 4 and 5 and 6, so on. And if you have to find the compound interest, you can use this formula: compound interest is equals to principal. Will take it common because our formula for calculating amount is principal plus interest. And to calculate interest, our formula is amount minus principal. So our amount formula is P1 plus rate over 100 minus P. So if we'll take P as common, so the formula remains 1 plus R over 100 minus 1. So this formula signifies this. This principal, will take it as common, and our formula this, and minus 1. So on means if they give you the rate of interest for 3 years, so you can simply put minus 1 here, and for 4 years and for 5 years, you can write the more rate and then simply subtract 1 from this to calculate compound interest. So now let's move forward to the question and applied this, learn how to apply these formulas in the questions. So read our first question. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 5,000 after 2 years, compounded annually, and the rate of interest being 7% for the first year and 8% during the second year. So what is given? They given you the principal. So the principal is 5,000 and rate for the first year is 7% and rate for the second year is 8%. So what is our formula? Calculating first amount is principal 1 plus rate 1 over 100 and 1 plus rate 2 over 100. Put the value. Principal is 5,000. 1 plus rate 1 is 7 over 100 and rate 2 is 1 plus 8 over 100. So we can write it as 5,000, and after taking LCM and addition, it becomes 107 over 100 times 108 over 100. After eliminating and multiplying, we get rupees 5,778. So after 2 years, our amount becomes 5,778. And what is our compound interest? Our interest is amount minus principal. So our amount is 5,778 and our original principal is 5,000. So our interest is 778. That's how you can calculate how many rates they given to you for the different years by simply apply these formulas. I hope it's clear. Now move forward to the next. So in this case, the condition is when the interest is compounded half yearly. In the last case, the interest is compounded annually. And in this case, the interest is compounded half yearly. So if the compound interest is half yearly, so the rate becomes half R by 2 and the time is twice 2n. So our formula for that is rate is half. So we multiply 2 with 100 and the times is 2n. Same with compound interest, the rate is half and the time is twice. So apply these formulas in the questions. So let's move forward to the question. Read this question. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 8 lakh for 2 years at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So in this case, what is our principal? Rupees 8 lakh. and our time, that is n in this formula, so it is 2 years, and rate is 10% per annum. So amount after 2 years is principal 1 plus rate over 200 per 2n. So what is our principal? 8 lakh 1 plus 10 over 200. 2n means 2 times 2, it is 4. So it becomes 8 lakh over 1 plus, if we eliminate the 0 with 0, 1 over 20 per 4. So we can write it as we'll take the LCM and solve it. We get 21 over 20 per 4. And we can write it as 8 lakh times 21 over 20. Again 21 over 20, 21 over 20, and 21 over 20. So after solving it and eliminate the zeros, we get 2 times 2 times 4 times 2, 8. And here is 10. So we'll eliminate it by 2, becomes 5 times, after multiplying it, we get 9 or 8, 12 rupees, 9,72,405. So what is our interest? Our interest is amount minus original principal. Our amount is 9,72,405 and our principal is 8 lakh. So after subtraction, we get 405. Now let's move forward to the next question and apply this formula. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 25,000 for 3 years at the rate of 10% per annum compounded annually. So our principal is 25,000, and that means years, time is 3 years, and rate of interest is 10% per annum. Now, what is our formula for amount? Principal in bracket 1 plus rate over 100 per annum. The principal is 25,000 plus our rate is 10 over 100 and power is 3 because it's compound annually. So we'll take the time as 3. So we'll solve it. We get, after eliminating 0 by 0, it becomes 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. So 25,000, 11 over 10 power 3. And we can solve it as 25,000 times 11 over 10 times 11 over 10 times 11 over 10. After eliminating the zeros of 10 with the zeros of 25,000, all left is 25 times 11 times 11 times 11. And after multiplying them, we get rupees 33,275. So this is our amount for the 3 years. And what is our interest? Our interest is amount minus principal, that is rupees 33,275 minus 25,000 equals to rupees 8,275. So what is the difference? If the compound is half yearly, you have to solve it like this way. And if the compound is given you annually, can directly write without change the rate of interest and time, directly applied it to the formula. Now discuss this question. Ashok invested rupees 5 lakh in a bank for 3 years, compounded annually. So the rate of interest being 6% for the first year, 7% for the second year, and 8% per annum for the third year. So they give you 3 different rates. So we applied that formula. So first write what is given. Principal is 5 lakh. Rate 1 is 6%. Rate 2 is 7% per annum. And rate 3 is 8% per annum. So our formula for amount is principal 1 plus rate 1 over 100. Again 1 plus rate 2 over 100. And 1 plus rate 3 over 100. So 5 lakh. 1 plus 6 over 100. And 1 plus 7 over 100. And 1 plus 8 over 100. So we can write it as 5 lakh times 106 over 100 times 107 over 100 times 108 over 100. Eliminate the zeros. And 5 with this 10, that is 2. After multiplying 106, 107, and we eliminate 2 and 108 as 54. So we can write it as rupees 6,12,468. So this is our amount for the 3 years. And what is our compound interest? This amount minus principal. Amount is 6,12,468 and our principal is 5 lakh. So our compound interest after 3 years is 1,12,468 rupees. I hope you understand this question. Now read this question. Find the amount and compound interest on rupees 1,92,000 for the 1.5 years at 15% per annum, when the interest is compounded half yearly. If the interest is compounded half yearly, we have to change our rate and time. So let's do it. So our time is 1/1/2 years. So it will become 3 half years, right? So 3 half years means 2 times of n. That is 3. How? So 2 times 3 over 2, eliminate it. So it gives you 3 years. So our amount is principal 1 plus rate over 200 times 2n. So principal is 1,92,000. 1 plus our rate is 15 over 200 and 2 times 3 is 6. And 2 times n, we solved it already. So it becomes 2 times of 3 by 2. Eliminate it. So it gives you directly 3. So we'll subtract it. We will divide it by the table of 5. It comes at 3 times, comes at 40 times. So we can write it as 1,92,000 times 43 over 40. R3 becomes 43 times 43 times 43 over 40 times 40 times 40. And after solving it, we get 2,38,521 rupees. So our compound interest is amount minus principal. Amount is 2,38,521 and our additional principal is 1,92,000. So after subtracting, we get rupees 46,521. I hope this video is beneficial and you understand how to solve this kind of question, and this video is very useful for your school exams and as well as competitive exams. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned, like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you so much.